Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining me for this pop-up live. I had hoped to come on yesterday to share a really fun fold card with you using the Humble Home Bundle. It just did not work out yesterday. It was just such a crazy day. But I want to share it with you today. And so if you have not joined me before, my name is Deborah Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas, and I am so delighted that you are joining me today. So if you are on your lunch break, come craft with me. Let's have some fun today. All right, so just to let you know, I am offering, I'm gonna switch camera views here. All right, so I am offering a free with purchase pre-cut project kit using that features designs using the Humble Home Bundle. This is one of our new products in the Stampin' Up! September through December holiday mini catalog. Super cute options here. You could do Christmas. You can do like welcome to a new home. If you have a change of address, you can notify people of your new address. You can just add this as a cute little tag if you're gifting some little baked goods. Lots of fun options with this bundle. Now today we are going to be making a card that's going to look like a gingerbread house. But I want to share with you about the kit first so that if you would like to get this kit free, today is the last day to get the kit free. And so I'm going to leave that host code right there for you so that you know how to get the kit free. You will just shop my online store. You can go to simplysweetinkdesigns.com. There's a shopping link. Enter in that host code with your order of $50 or more before tax and shipping, and I will automatically ship it to you. But it does end tonight, September 11th, 2024. Now, the projects that you'll be making as part of the kit makes 3 cards. And these are kind of Christmas themed. And this is a cute little treat box. So you open it up and you can put some little treats inside. And so the project kit, just to give you an idea of what a project kit looks like from me, it includes the pre-cut cardstock pieces. It's going to include 2 yards of the really pretty cherry cobbler ribbon, 2 little strips of those berry embellishments, and you're going to get a quarter pack of the iconic celebrations paper so that you can use them in your projects, and then you'll have lots of leftovers to make more projects later. All right, so like I said, you can get that free. Ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. All right, so before I get into the project, I do want to share with you real quickly. I had opened up registration for I'm going to be doing my next craft along using the Playful Ghost stamp set. So cute. I had not gotten this, but I'm actually participating in a Boo Box Exchange. And so I ordered it for that, made some really cute projects, kind of a little fun, little creative things to add to the gifts that I'm giving my person. And I'll share those with you. I'm not going to take the time today, but I will sprinkle those in and I'll share them with you in the next day or two. But I'm going to be doing my next craft along with the Playful Ghost stamp set and our new designer series paper. Stampin' Up! Just released some designer series paper that's Halloween themed for a Halloween scrapbooking kit, but you can order just the paper by itself. Now, typically, our designer series papers you get 6 different designs with 2 sheets of each design. This one is a little different. You're going to get 4 designs and 3 sheets of each design. And they are 12 by 12. What I'm showing you right now is 6 by 12. And so in your craft along packet, the registration link was emailed, I think, Monday night. If you need that registration link, you can go ahead and just message me or email me or go to my website and use the contact link, and I'll be happy to send you the registration link. So basically, in your packet, you're going to get a half a pack of the designer series paper, which means you're going to get 3 sheets of the 6 by 12 of each of the patterns. Let's see. No, that's not one. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's like you'll end up still with 6 sheets. But anyway, it's kind of weird. I can't remember. That doesn't sound right. Maybe it's, anyway, I can't remember. You're going to end up with a half a pack. Let's just put it that way. It's too complicated for me to do the math right now. You're going to get a spool of the gingham ribbon. and the pre-cut cardstock supplies to make the 4 projects for our craft along. Now the craft along is going to be on Thursday, October 3rd at 2 o'clock Central Time, probably run till 3:30 Central Time that day. And we're going to make these 4 really cute projects. 3 of them are treat holders, and we're going to do 1 card. Now this is quite a large size little box. You can put all kinds of little treats in there. This one is like a little pouch, little gift pouch to put some smaller treats. And this one is a little coffin box, and you could put some of the little snack size candies in there. And I would imagine you could probably put a full size, maybe of a Snickers bar, something like that. So if you would like to craft along with me, anybody is welcome to watch. You can watch it free on my Facebook channel, my Facebook or my YouTube channel. But if you would like the pre-cut project kit to craft along with me, I do have registration running from today through Monday. And I think that's the 16th. And so, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So if you, I am having to have registration a little bit shorter this time because this Halloween paper, it could sell out at any moment. And so I want to make sure that it doesn't run out. The earlier you register, the sooner it will help me, because if this paper does go on low inventory, I need to order right away. And I want to make sure that your registration is already in there so that I can capture that in my head count for ordering the paper. So go in, register right away. If you have that registration link, if you need it, please contact me. But this is going to be so fun. So fun for some Halloween treats and projects. All right, let's get into today's project. Like I said, I am been featuring the Humble Home Bundle, and as part of my free with purchase kit that I am offering that ends tonight. And I thought it would be fun to make a different project with this. Now, this is not part of the pre-cut kit, but super easy, fun fold card to make. You can fold it closed for mailing. And I'm going to do some embossing today, some heat embossing. I don't often do heat embossing, and I'm like, why am I not using heat embossing more often in my projects? And I think I told you on Friday that we had a meeting with our contractor for the new house, and we were going over all the electrical in the house. They had put the boxes all over the place where they thought we would want them based on the plans. And then we walked through each room, which was so helpful because when you're actually in the space, now that it's built, you can see the functionality of the space much better. And so we went through, and in my craft area, my new craft area at the house, I realized the wall that I plan on doing my lives, it's going to be just one wall in front of 2 large windows. And I realized there was only 1 plug. And I was like, oh, no. As crafters, we know, right? We need more plugs. And so I had them add 2 more plugs on the ends of the wall. I think I have 1 in the middle and 1 on each end to give me some space. But in my current craft space, my plug is on the other side of the room. And so I have to use an extension cord in order for it to reach. And it's kind of bulky to kind of drag that extension cord on my crafting surface. So that is why I don't do heat embossing very often, because it's not very functional right now with my current craft room situation. But I'm really excited to share this with you because I think it is so adorable. I'm also too, if you have some issues with heat embossing, maybe I can provide you some tips to get a really nice clean image in your heat embossing. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to give you my quick reference here. Here are the quick reference instructions for you to put it together. Now, today, normally this is a Saturday, but this is a bonus project for you. And so you're going to get the project sheet emailed this afternoon. All right, I got a couple things this afternoon. I have another meeting at the house. As soon as I may try to do it before, if not, I'll do it this afternoon. So be on the lookout for this project sheet coming in your inbox this afternoon. And so let's go ahead and pull our supplies in place. And so we are going to take a piece of thick basic white cardstock. Now this measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And I'm going to pull my scoreboard out because I know this is kind of difficult to see. And so I want you to be able to capture all these measurements a little better. Let's see if you can see that pretty well. All right, so we're going to score. Here are our score lines right here. We have 2 1/4, 3 5/8, 7 3/8, and the last one is at 8 3/4. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some designer series paper, and on the ends, well, actually here in the middle, I'm going to use some polka dot print. Now this is actually coming from the Take a Bow designer series paper, and I want to talk about this one too because it's also a little different and for good reason. So it actually, again, normally it is 6 by 6 and we would have 48 sheets. So you would get 4 sheets of 12 patterns. In this case, you're going to get, I'm missing a sheet here. You're going to get 12 pieces of 4 different patterns. So it's very, very different. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of designer series paper prints. The reason for that is because it is called Take a Bow, because it is so that you can make gift bows with these. And so you have plenty to do that with. It is part of the Take a Bow bundle where you get the die and you get the 6 by 6 paper pattern pack to make your own bows. And so it's on page 39 of the September through December mini catalog. So if you want to check that out, I did take a stab at it. Now what you do is it comes with one die. You do have to cut this 2 times. And yes, this does fit perfectly on a 6 by 6. So you put this on, you run it through 2 sheets. So if you have 12 pattern or 12 of these sheets, you can make 6 bows per pattern. All right. I took a stab at it. And so this is what it looks like to make your own bow. Now, this is my very, very first attempt. It's not perfect. So I would recommend if you are going to do your own bows, use some like scrap paper first, figure it out, and then you can cut into your pretty paper afterwards. All right, so we're using this, obviously, this really cute candy cane print from the Take a Bow designer series paper. And so what I did is I'm going to take 2 of these, and each of these measures 1¼ by 4 inches, and we're just going to glue them down to those side panels. Has anybody already ordered the Take a Bow bundle, and have you made any bows with it? Do you have any tips or tricks for us on how to do that? But I love this paper. It's a great background paper because it's got smaller prints to it. And it is double-sided. I didn't show you that, but it is double-sided. All right, the next what we're going to do is we're going to take our cute candy cane striped print here. And each of these measures 2 by 4. And we're going to glue these onto each side. Okay, now here in the middle, what I did is I took the Forever Plaid embossing folder. I love this huge embossing folder. Look, you can fit a couple of different things. If you're doing smaller ones, you can potentially get 4 or more. And so what I did is this piece measures, let me see, where is it? I did not put it on there. So I'm going to have to look it up in my, it is 3½ by 4. I did not put that on there. So this piece measures 3½ by 4, and as you can see, I embossed it with the Forever Plaid embossing folder. So it's just going to go right here in the middle. All right, so we have the base of our card all ready and designed. So now let's get to the heat embossing. All right, so let me set this aside for a little bit while we do our heat embossing. Now for heat embossing, I usually recommend either take scrap paper or find some kind of tray for your powder to go in. Now I know some people, they got a little tub that they keep their embossing powder in. I don't have that. I use a tray. This is actually a very old tray. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to take a piece of early espresso cardstock. This is just scrap cardstock. I'm going to take my cute little house. This is the one with the little like icing on it. And let's see, what else am I looking for? I am looking for my Versamark pad. Like I said, I haven't heat embossed in a very long time. Okay, so the Versamark pad is basically, it is a clear pad that you can use. One, it creates watermarks. So if you don't have a particular ink color and you want to stamp that, let's say you want to do red on red, but you don't have the red ink pad, you can actually use this Versamark and it will leave a nice watermark so that you get that real subtle watermark effect. However, it's also sticky, which is perfect for the embossing powder to stick to. Now, this is an old product. It's called an Embossing Buddy. Had it forever. Now, Stampin' Up! Does not carry this anymore, but a lot of times you can find them in your craft stores, Amazon. It's usually known as a, what do they call it? An anti-static pad or an embossing pad. So you might want to search those terms. Now, what's nice about this is it's basically like a rosin powder. It's got a little powder in it. And what you can do is you can just kind of gently rub it onto your piece of cardstock. And what it does is it kind of makes it so it's anti-static and your little bits of embossing powder don't stick in places you don't want them to stick. Have you ever had that happen? You go, you do everything, and then you heat emboss it and you find these little flecks everywhere that you didn't intend. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not. All right, so I'm going to take my stamp and I'm going to make sure ink it up very well. So tip number 1 is use some kind of anti-static pad. Tip number 2 is ink up your stamp with the Versamark pad. Then we're going to stamp it onto our cardstock. And you probably, let's see if you can see that. There you go. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to take over my tray my white embossing powder. And I'm going to sprinkle it on. Not just do it one more time in places. Now it's in my tray, so I may be using way more than I need, but there we go. So everything is sticking nicely. Now, have you ever used either black or white embossing powder and you find when you're done that it just blows all off and you got these little spots, right? And it's very frustrating because you did all this beautiful work and you got all these little gaps in your embossing powder. Well, I think what is happening or could potentially be happening is when you turn on your heat gun, this is a heat gun, it's a directed heat. When you turn it on, I think what could be happening is that blast of air. What it does is it kind of, I think, just blows some of that powder off. So something you can do is you can come from the bottom here and emboss from the bottom. So I'm going to turn this on, let it heat up. It is going to be a little bit loud. And I'm going to go through your comments real quick. Yes, Sarah, you are correct. Stampin' Up! Does sell the combination of the tray and the tweezer. I'm just using what I had like from many years ago. But I do have a new heat gun. All right. So if you go from the underneath and emboss your image, you're going to wait until you start seeing it kind of liquefy. And just move it back and forth. There it goes. There you go. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to let this dry for just a moment, and I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, so when I was first joined Stampin' Up! Like 17 years ago, I did a workshop for a friend, and she had some friends over, and I was going to show them heat embossing because it's amazing, right? It's that wow factor. And I'm like, yeah, and it just dries right away. And so what I did is I heat embossed, waited a couple seconds, and then I rubbed it, and it rubbed the whole thing. Oh my gosh, talk about an epic fail at a workshop. So anyway, I've learned, let it set for just a moment before you touch it. Mine is dry right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the punch for the Humble Home, and we're going to open it up, and then I'm going to punch out my image. And I was afraid of that. I did it too far up, so I'm gonna have to cut some of this off. All right, so we're gonna punch this out. And I just love how that white embossing powder just pops against that really cute early espresso. Normally early espresso Wouldn't use it very much, but I love how it looks like a gingerbread house. All right, now before we go any further, I'm going to take my sentiment that says from our house to yours. I'm going to use early espresso ink to tie in with my early espresso little house. And I'm going to stamp in the upper left corner here. And then we're going to pop up the house with some dimensionals. And we're going to put it right here in the corner. All right, but we have candy cane prints going on here. So let's go on ahead and add some candy cane accents. So again, I'm going to pop up my tag with dimensionals. All right, so let's go on ahead. Let's put this right here, right there in the center. Then we're going to take these where is the tag from? Thank you for reminding me. That actually comes from one of my new favorite die sets. It's called Greetings for the Season. It is an online exclusive die set that you can find online. That's not in any of the catalogs. It's called Greetings for the Season. Amazing die set. I'm actually getting ready to order a second one because I use it so much. And when I sent out my items for my prep angel to cut, and she uses that die, I'm short, and so I want to make sure she has a set and I have a set. All right, so we're going to take these really cute little peppermints. Now, these are currently on back order. I think they're expected in next week, so hang tight. They are coming. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add some little smoke, like a little smoke coming out of the house, of the little chimney here. And then we're going to add a cute little accent on the door right here over the heart. Give it a little bit of a peppermint look. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some real red and white baker's twine. Now, both of these are from the new annual catalog. I mean, not annual, the new holiday, September through December catalog. And so I have already cut out a little piece. And so I did a double bow, and I'm just going to add this on with a mini glue dot. I do love the peppermint accents. They are adorable. I can understand why they've sold out so quickly, but I'm glad that they're coming back in stock because they are so stinking cute. All right, so there's our card. Basically, I would just bend at the score lines, fold in that way, and then fold back out the other way, and then burnish my score lines. And there we go. We have our card to mail. And then they can display it and show all those really pretty colors. All right, so that is today's project. Like I said, it was just a pop-up project today to share with you. Another way how to use this really cute bundle, besides what's in the free project kit, I wanted to share with you an alternate idea though. So if you want to change it up, you can take the same basic fun fold design and you can use different papers with it. And in this case, I use the, what's it called? Snowflake Sky embossing folder to give a snowy scene in the background. Use the snowflakes paper and the stripe paper, also from the Iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper, and just added some little simple rhinestones and some silver trim just to make the card a little bit different. So that's just an alternate idea for you. So as I said, I am going to be emailing you this afternoon, if you're on my email list, the project sheet for today's project with this alternate, a picture of the alternate idea for you. Quick reminder, if you would like to get the free Humble Home Pre-Cut Project Kit, that offer ends tonight. And so go ahead and get your order in. If you need that host code again, I'd be happy to provide it for you. And if you don't have the host code and you shop, I can always let Stampin' Up! Know and they can add the host code later. But it's a minimum of a $50 order to be able to get the free project kit. And then also too, registration closes on Monday for my Playful Ghost craft along kit. We're going to do the craft along on October 3rd. Registration ends on Monday the 16th. So I have time to order the supplies and get them to you before I craft along that day. All right, guys. I am going to look real quick. I was trying to read comments at the same time, but that's kind of difficult to do and concentrate on my project. So I'm going to look here real quick. Let's see. From, oh, hi. Is it Sandrine? Sandrin? She's from France. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Brittany has in her basement, she has plugs in the ceiling and several along each wall. I'm telling you, you could never have enough plugs. I did have them do a plug in the middle of the floor so that I can have it come up through the island. So that is planned for that. All right, guys. All right. Okay, guys. So I think that was it. I think I caught everything. All right. So let's see. What is the name of the die set you mentioned? Oh, Royleen. The die for this tag right here, it's from the Greetings of the Season dies. Really great die set. It's one of those like basic die sets that I think is really important to have in your craft stash. Really great die set. And you can always cover the holes if you don't want to use them as tags. You can cover them up with different things. All right, so I will be back on Friday. We are going to make a really fun project with the More Than Autumn bundle. It's the cute little K-Cup caddy, so come join me. And I'm going to try to get a video with more details about my Halloween Playful Ghost Kit. I will do like maybe a separate recording with all the details, supplies you need, and all that for you. And also, too, I'm going to share with you those little boo projects that I'm making for my boo buddy. All right, so you can get lots more ideas on how to use this cute little stamp set. All right, guys, we will see you Friday. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick pop-up live during the lunch hour, and we'll see you Friday. Take care. Bye, guys.